So the Zika virus is a flavivirus. It can be traced all the way back to Uganda in 1948 when it was first isolated as a virus. It went quiet for quite a long time, and in about 2012-13 it appeared in the Western Pacific area, probably through French Polynesia, Tahiti. There were some outbreaks there, and they often have other diseases like dengue and other flaviviruses transmitted by mosquitoes. And the symptoms of this Zika virus weren't too bad, a bit like flu-like symptoms, so people could pretty much kick it off in a few days. So it wasn't really showing any alarms at that time. Yeah. And then it went quiet. I gather it eventually made its way out towards Easter Island, and then from there into South America, where it sort of exploded. So the mosquito has to take a blood meal from someone who is the reservoir and pick up the virus. Has to incubate that virus, which may take between 7 and 10 days, depending on temperature. And these can be slightly variable. And then once that mosquito gets through that incubation period, it becomes infectious for the rest of its life. And therefore, if it's biting humans after that, it will transmit the virus. What they are planning at the moment, they've got the Defence Force out and they've got as many people as they can out. How you reduce this mosquito, apart from using insecticides, and because Brazil and that part of the world have been dealing with dengue carried by the same mozzie, there's a lot of insecticide resistance around. So they do a technology called source reduction, which basically means any water holding containers are removed or treated with something that will kill the larvae. And they try to reduce all the ability for the mosquito to lay eggs in water and reproduce, because a single mosquito can produce hundreds and hundreds of eggs over its lifetime. You have to have the mosquito in the landscape, and that Aedes aegypti mosquito doesn't exist in any of our capital cities. It exists in far north Queensland, and so the places to be concerned are cities and towns of far north Queensland that have access to an international airport. So what's happening is that people are flying in from the Western Pacific with the Zika or South America with the Zika. If they land in Cairns International Airport, get off the plane, and they are bitten by a local Aedes aegypti mosquito, an outbreak can occur. And we see this every year with dengue. We see several incursions of dengue appearing up in far north Queensland, and there is a dengue action response team as part of Queensland Health that actually, once they are told there's dengue, where it is, who's got it, they go out there and they basically use insecticide and nuke the mosquitoes around where the people have been infected for about 200 metres, because the flight range of adult Aedes aegypti female, and it's only the females that blood feed, is about a neighbourhood block.